The holidays are coming, and so are the temptations. Cookies in the break room, pies on every counter, family members saying, "Come on, just one bite. It's the holidays, man." And I don't know about you, but this is the time of year that used to completely throw me off track. I'd go in with the best intentions, and by the end of December, I'd be like, wait, what happened? So, if you want to stay on track through the holidays, start here. Because today I'm sharing the 4 boundaries that saved my sanity, my progress, and honestly, my peace. These boundaries aren't about saying no to joy. They're about saying yes to yourself. Let's be honest, holidays can be emotional minefields. We have family and food and stress and nostalgia. It is all there. And if you're a recovering food addict like me, it's not just about willpower, it's about survival. I used to go into holidays with 0 plans. I think I would just try to be good. But to try to be good always turned into, oh well, I have already messed up, so I might as well just start over in January and go crazy. I don't know if this sounds familiar, but what I have learned is that the holidays don't require perfection. They require boundaries, because boundaries are going to protect your energy and your mindset and your progress. They're not walls. They're guardrails that keep you from crashing. The first boundary that I had to set was protecting my peace, not just my plate. Before I thought, the battle was always at the dinner table. But really it started, way before that. I had to learn to manage the holiday stress differently. Because when I'm overwhelmed, my first instinct can still be to look for comfort in food. So now I plan my peace. I schedule quiet time before events. I take walks. I journal. I breathe. I don't just show up at gatherings unprepared anymore. I show up centered. Because if your nervous system's calm, then your cravings really don't stand a chance. And I remind myself, peace isn't selfish. Protecting your peace does not make you antisocial. It makes you intentional. The difference is, it's really the difference between reacting and responding. So let's talk about this one, because it used to really be the hardest one for me. You don't owe anyone an explanation for how you eat. Last holiday, someone always commented, "Why aren't you having dessert? You're still on that plan. Just live a little. It's Christmas." When those comments were made to me, I would feel embarrassed, like I had to justify why I was trying to be healthy. Now I just smile and say, "I'm good, thanks." You don't have to educate anyone while you're trying to protect yourself. This boundary changed everything for me, because every time you defend your choices, you give someone else power over your progress. So here's the truth. You don't need permission to take care of yourself, and you don't have to prove that your plan works, and you don't owe anyone an apology for saying no. If they get uncomfortable, that's on them, not on you. And here's where people kind of get tripped up during the holidays. They think setting boundaries means saying no to everything fun. I don't think so. No, boundaries are about saying yes on purpose. So, before I walk into a holiday event, I already know what I'm saying yes to. For example, I could decide that I'm going to have my aunt's sweet potato casserole because it's my favorite. But I'm going to skip the bread and the pie. When I plan my yeses, I take the guilt out of it because there is nothing impulsive about it. It's very intentional. Planned joy is peace. Impulsive eating is chaos. So, take a second before your event. Ask yourself, what's actually worth it to me? Not what's available, not what's offered to you, but what is meaningful. That one shift alone can help you leave gatherings proud instead of regretful. This one I think is my favorite. Every holiday night, I set a goal to end the day with. I absolutely love wins. It could be small, like taking a walk after dinner, drinking a big glass of water, or even journaling. Especially journal about what went well. Because the old me used to end every single holiday feeling bloated and guilty and defeated. Now I end them grateful because no matter what happened that day, I can find one thing to celebrate. What if your biggest win this holiday isn't about food at all, but it's about your peace? That mindset alone turns the holiday from a minefield into a mission field. A chance to practice peace in real time. So let's talk about reality for a second, because no one gets through the holidays perfectly. You might overeat. You might skip your morning routine. You might have a day where the cravings win, and that's okay. The key is what happens next. When you mess up, do not punish yourself. I want you to pause and get real curious and ask, what do I need right now? Don't say, what's wrong with me? One imperfect meal does not erase a months of progress, but one shame spiral really can mess you up. So forgive yourself fast. Reset your mindset and keep going. Because perfection never changed anyone's life, but consistency with grace will. You've heard me talk about my plateau lately, and honestly, I think the same lessons apply here. Sometimes you're doing all the right things and still not seeing movement. Sometimes it's just stress. Your body can't heal when it's constantly tense, and that's exactly what happens during the holidays if you don't protect your peace. So, this season, I'm not just focusing on food, I'm focusing on rest, on structure, and on joy. Because staying on track isn't about being rigid, it's about being rooted. You can't grow if you're consistently uprooting yourself every time life gets busy. So, let's recap the 4 boundaries that'll keep you steady through the holidays. Number 1, protect your peace before the plate. Don't wait until you're overwhelmed to calm down. Start your day with peace. Number 2, no explaining your choices. Your health is your responsibility and it is not a group discussion. Number 3, plan your yeses. Say yes with intention so you can enjoy food without guilt. And number 4, end the night with a win. Find one thing to celebrate because progress isn't just physical, it's emotional. And here's the truth. Every holiday season used to be a setback for me. Now, it's my biggest test and my biggest teacher because I've realized that staying consistent isn't about willpower. It's about wisdom. It's about knowing yourself well enough to plan ahead, to stay calm, and to set those boundaries that keep you safe. So, if you're worried about the holidays undoing your progress, let this be your reminder. You don't need to survive the holidays. You need to stay aware, stay anchored, and keep choosing you. And if you're ready for more support, come join our community where we are finishing not only this year strong together and not waiting until January, but we're going to be building habits, peace, and confidence through all the chaos of the Christmas season and beyond. You'll find encouragement, accountability, and people who get it because it's easier to stay grounded when you've got a tribe around you. You don't have to do this alone, and honestly, It's a lot more fun when you don't. So click the link in the description and get on that wait list. I promise it's coming soon. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one boundary you're setting for yourself this holiday season? Drop it in the comments below, and let's start this month by keeping each other accountable. And if you need a sign to stay patient, stay peaceful, and keep showing up, this is it. Until our next conversation, stay kind to yourself, eat like you love yourself, and keep going. You are doing better than you think. Bye for now.